back to my channel. My name is Hope Taylor and I am a senior portrait and wedding photographer serving both Charleston and Savannah. And this YouTube channel is where I share education for photographers as well as a little bit of a peek into my life living in the Low Country. And we have made it through 2021, guys, which means there's a lot of exciting stuff happening in a lot of photographers' businesses right now because it's kind of considered slow season for a lot of us, especially on the East Coast. The temperatures are cooler, there's not as many people wanting photos taken. So I thought that it was perfect timing to do this video talking through some updates that I'm doing on my website for 2022. I worked with the incredible Jen Elmstead for my entire brand and website, but she is also the lead designer behind Tonic Site Shop, where they sell beautiful templates if you want a website for your own photography business. But every year and a half to 2 years, we like to do some updates for my website. We like to just go over it with fresh eyes, give some things a facelift, and refresh it as my business continues to grow and as my style and just my brand kind of continues to evolve. So we did that this year for 2022, and I'm really excited about the changes that we made. And I thought it might be helpful for you guys to see a visual of my old website versus the new one and get a little bit more of a perspective on why we made the changes that we're making. So if you want to see the new website, I'm going to link it down below. It just went live recently, so I'm very excited about it. And you can kind of take a scroll through to get an idea for more of these changes in depth that I'm about to talk through. Overall, we had 3 goals or big picture changes that we wanted to make to my website and my brand going into 2022. And those things were that, 1, we just wanted to give the overall brand and website a little bit of a visual facelift to feel a little bit more luxury and high end than my brand was already feeling. I love my brand and website as it was before just as much, but we wanted to just elevate it a little bit more. So that was goal number 1. Goal number 2 is that we wanted to have a very clear path for every type of customer that could potentially land on my website. Because if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that I do a lot more in my business than just photography services at this point. I do some high-level coaching, I sell online courses, I have this YouTube channel, tons of educational resources for photographers, and my old website didn't really give a clear path for all of those different potential customers that could be landing on my homepage. And at this point in my business, the majority of people landing on my website are actually photographers, not people that are looking for photography services. So I needed my website to reflect that and give a clear path and call to actions for any of the types of customers that could land on my site. And lastly, we wanted to be a little bit more strategic with a product-driven layout and experience on my website. So I sell a lot of digital courses, I have a lot of educational offerings like I mentioned, and we wanted the website to have a more clear direction and path to get people to those digital products. We wanted there to be some strategy integrated in the way that the website was designed. So I'm going to talk you guys through 3 of the ways that we did that and show you visuals of the changes between the websites so that you can see it for yourself. Here was my old homepage. Like I mentioned, I love it. There's really nothing wrong with it that needed to be changed because I think that it's really beautiful and Jen did an incredible job. But the problem here was that they had this little vignette about who I am, and then they selected their experience from here, which I liked this concept. But the problem with this was that if you were maybe somebody that just came to my website to see my senior work and you went down that rabbit hole, there wasn't a lot of overlap to then show them what my photographer offerings also were. So it wasn't giving a very clear path of all of the different options that I have for each of these type of customers. So I had my YouTube channel and some education here, but people typically didn't scroll that far because they were selecting their experience here. So there wasn't enough strategy integrated into that. There was this little Meet Hope section, but it felt a little dated and off-brand for me at this point. And then I had one little opt-in here and a couple of blog posts here, but this doesn't do a good job of encompassing all of the different services and products that I offer in my business. This wasn't a full picture of all of the things that I do. So one of the biggest things that we wanted to change about the homepage from a strategy perspective, number 1, was that we wanted everything to be a little bit more email marketing driven. I wanted to convert more people onto my mailing list so that I could get in contact with them regularly with my offers and my sales and my new YouTube videos. So I wanted the number 1 goal of the homepage to be to get somebody on my mailing list so that anybody that lands on my homepage has an opportunity to convert to a subscriber. So here's what the new homepage is looking like. It is beautiful. I love it so much, and I think that it gives a better visual and big picture outline of all of the different services that I offer. So here I have my YouTube channel, my courses, and my blog all front and center. So people know immediately, since the majority of people landing on my website are photographers, what the resources available to them are. We have some testimonials here. We have a Meet Hope vignette that feels a little bit more on brand. And then this is where the email marketing really starts to come into play. I have 3 different resources for my 3 different types of offerings that I have. So these are spokesmodel, senior, and photography related opt-ins that relate to the online courses that I offer. I have a vignette here about building a senior photography business because that is my niche of education that I teach. And then here is where you find looking for a photographer for those people that are looking for photography services. Because like I said, very few people that are landing on my page at this point are looking for photography services in comparison to the number of photographers that come to look for education. And then we have this YouTube vignette, and then we have a resources and favorite things section and some blog posts about living in the low country. So you can kind of see right off the bat that this is a much bigger picture vision of everything that I do in my business. So that was number 1. We wanted things to be a little bit more email marketing driven. Number 2 is that we wanted there to be less copy and more imagery and visuals and graphics. We feel like currently in the day, like in this digital marketing day and age, a lot of people are scrolling really quickly and they don't want to spend a ton of time reading hundreds of words of copy on a website. So we kind of cut down on the actual words that were on the website and the areas of the website that had long pieces of text. We really condensed those to be more visual. So at a quick glance, somebody has a good understanding of what they're looking at. So here is a comparison of the about pages. So this page had this long piece right here, and then this favorite section, it had a timeline, but it was long-winded. It had this, not that, but it was also kind of long-winded with these paragraphs underneath. And then it had this where to find me. The new about page has a very quick and easy to read condensed version of what I do. It has this really cute little numbers section that's a little bit more quick and condensed for people to read. It still has that bio, but it's a little bit more condensed. We took some stuff out of there. And then we have more videos here because I know that people are going to want to click off and go see me other places. I'd rather them do that than stay on this about page for a long time. And then you can see a little bit of a peek into all the different things that I do, all the different hats that I wear. There's a piece about Hayden, and then there's more blog posts at the bottom. But again, this just kind of gives a better big picture vision of who I am and what I do, but at a quick glance with a lot more visuals and a lot less copy. And then one of the last goals that we really wanted to achieve with this new website is that I have now been making YouTube videos every single week for well over a year, and there really wasn't anywhere for those videos to have a home on my website. If you didn't stumble on my YouTube channel from Instagram or my emails or social media platform, it was kind of hard to find out that I had YouTube videos available, and there's a whole lot of them with a whole lot of value. So I really wanted to integrate the value of the YouTube channel into the website in really interactive and easy to find ways. So here's the old education page. So again, a lot of copy, didn't love that. Had my courses here. This is the only place that you can see the YouTube videos. It just says watch my free videos. There's a section about the mastermind, some really long-winded testimonials, and more looks into the courses. Again, not a great big picture visual of everything that I offer because I actually have way more than that available. So this is the new membership here. This is a little peek into YouTube. These are my courses. This is a new resources page. So if you want to go scroll through that, that's really fun. Here's a free download here, free resources here. We'll keep scrolling. This section here is one of my favorites because it outlines some of the most popular videos under every category from my YouTube channel. So it really allows people to go down a rabbit hole of finding those values and those resources that they were looking for when they landed on my website, because otherwise they might not even know that YouTube has that many resources available to them. So I hope this was fun for you guys to kind of see a peek into the process of why we elevated my website and made those changes for 2022. I hope you go take a scroll through. There's some fun new features on there like that favorites and resources page that I think that you would find really, really valuable. Let me know in the comments down below if you found this helpful and if there are any videos you would love to see on my channel. I'd love to have you subscribe so you get notifications when we share new videos every week. But until next time, bye y'all.